We have to love piggies. They may have the reputation of being a bit messy animals, but there is much more to our piggy friends than meets the eye. To begin with, they are some of the most intelligent animals out there and full of personality. Did you know that many people keep pigs as pets? First, you need to decide which type to choose, and who knows, you might end up falling in love with these incredibly rare piggies. From the chubby pig from China to the cutest piglet from Australia, here are 20 pigs that are born once every 1,000 years. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Now let's get started. Number 20. Mangalika Pig. The Mangalika is a breed of domestic pig named after the Chinese prefecture of, guess what, Mangalika. It belongs to a subgroup of the Taiwan pig, one of several breeds that make up the extensive group of pigs originating from China. The Mangalika is a small to medium-sized breed, distinguished by its large ears that hang in a characteristic way and its wrinkled, predominantly black skin, especially on its face, giving these piggies a unique and charming appearance. Originally from China, the Mangalika has a slow growth rate, which is one of the reasons it tends to be more robust and chubby, which in turn contributes to its exceptionally tasty meat. Many experts consider the meat of the Mangalika to have a superior flavor compared to other domesticated pig breeds. Additionally, they are known for their resistance to diseases, making them a valuable choice for breeders looking for healthier pigs that are less susceptible to infections. One of the most notable features of this breed is its ability to consume large amounts of forage, helping to keep them well fed and healthy. We can't overlook the cuteness of this piggy, with its large ears and sturdy body, making it an adorable figure. Its appearance, combined with its considerable size, creates an animal that, besides being an excellent source of high-quality meat, is also a real attraction on farms. There's no denying it, the Mangalika is a breed that captivates with both its appearance and the qualities it brings to breeders and gastronomy. Number 19. The Durac. No one knows for sure the exact origin of the Durac breed. However, it is widely accepted that around 1800, several lines of red pigs were bred in the United States, especially in states like New York and New Jersey. The Jersey Red from New Jersey and the Durac from New York were crossed to form what we now know as the modern Durac. These pigs had a lower and more compact body structure compared to the Jersey Reds, which were longer, slimmer, and grew significantly when they reached maturity. The Durac breed was first brought to Australia in 1922, and shortly thereafter, until 1936, it became a popular choice among breeders. However, over time, the breed lost ground and eventually disappeared in the early 1940s. However, in 1981, the Durac was revived in Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, which provided new bloodlines and helped re-establish the breed. This revival allowed the Durac to continue being a valuable choice for genetic improvement programs and quality meat production. The Durac has a robust body structure with a late maturing pattern, making it ideal for meat production. The head and neck of Duracs are light, giving them a distinctive appearance, while the small, upright ears add a special charm to their look. Their skin is a solid red hue, ranging from golden to a deep brick red, which leads to an interesting comparison with the golden pig, reminiscent of a fairy tale. These pigs have a considerable size, with a slight deviation in facial features, giving them an impression of softness and friendliness. Furthermore, the Durac was introduced to Australia to be used in breeding programs, such as crossbreeding with the large white landrace breed, which is very effective for the bacon market. For those who are fans of bacon, this is excellent news, but for the Duracs, it also means many of them will end up in delicious breakfast dishes around Australia. Number 18. Kunauna Pig. The Kunauna is a breed of pig that belongs to the Sus genus. Researchers place these animals in the same family as wild boars, buffaloes, and other similar animals. The European wild boar, or Sus scrofa, is considered the ancestor of all domesticated pigs today. The Kunauna breed shares many genetic traits with other members of the Sweet Day family, a lineage that includes several varieties of pigs with similar characteristics. The Kunauna is easily recognized by its large head and long snout, along with a rounded nose that resembles a disc, which is a very peculiar characteristic. Each foot of the Kunauna has 4 toes, with the 2 main toes being significantly larger than the other 2, contributing to its mobility and ability to walk on varied terrains. At the shoulders, an adult Kunauna can reach about 60 centimeters in height and weigh between 45 and 180 kilograms, making it a pig of considerable size. Despite its imposing appearance, the shape of the Kunauna's nose is one of its most fascinating features. It is made up of a flat piece of cartilage that functions like a sort of spade. This rigid and functional nose allows the pig to hunt its underground food with precision, using its strong sense of smell to locate roots and other foods in the soil. However, unlike other breeds, the Kunauna doesn't often dig. A unique characteristic of the Kunauna is the pouches that hang from its chin, something that sets these pigs apart from many other breeds. These horns, called piri-piri, only grow on some members of the breed and are one of the most adorable traits of the Kunauna. Regarding its coat, all pigs have rough hair, but the Kunauna goes a step further, with a thick layer of hair that gives it a fluffy and furry appearance. This makes the Kunauna an excellent choice for those looking for a cute and lovable friend, as well as a healthy and resilient pig. Number 17. Birkshire Pig. The Birkshire breed, also known as the ladies' pig, is an excellent choice for those starting to raise pigs, especially due to its combination of exceptional qualities. The Berkshire is a hard-to-beat pig, mainly because it is highly intelligent, has a captivating personality, is extremely friendly, and at the same time offers a good size and excellent quality meat if you choose to use it for food. Of course, these attributes make it a popular option among breeders and pork enthusiasts. Choosing a Berkshire is like acquiring a piece of living history. Its origin dates back to a long lineage of pigs that are part of British tradition and culture, which is an added bonus for those who appreciate not only the practical aspects of pig farming, but also its rich history. Some scholars and historians believe that the Berkshire breed dates back even further, possibly to the times of Oliver Cromwell during the English Civil War in the 17th century. Legend has it that Cromwell's troops, camped in the Thames Valley, consumed delicious Berkshire pigs, which contributed to the soldiers' morale and well-being. It is believed that during this period, the Berkshire pig was one of the food sources that helped sustain Cromwell's forces, and who knows, maybe even those Berkshire breakfast sausages were the crucial difference for victory. Additionally, its flavorful meat and distinctive appearance, with its black coat and white legs, make this breed one of the most appreciated to this day, both for consumption and as a pet. Number 16. The Mangalika Pig. Can you imagine what it would be like if a pig and a sheep had a baby? Wait a minute, you don't need to. The Mangalika pig is a living example of what that mix could look like. Its real nickname is sheep pig, and it's easy to see why. Its appearance is truly unique. This special pig, with long and fluffy wool, has a complicated past but has made a big comeback in recent years. Originally from Hungary, the Mangalika stands out for its back covered with white, fluffy curls that grow longer in the winter, resembling sheep's wool. Although most Mangalikas are blonde, there are still red variations or ones with a black and white snowtail pattern, which adds even more charm to its peculiar appearance. Interestingly, the black Mangalika, a variation that once existed, has disappeared over time and is no longer found today. The Mangalika is one of the oldest pig breeds in Europe, with origins dating back to the 19th century. It was initially bred by crossing the Sumadija and Zalota pigs, and its primary function was to supply the Habsburg royal family, who valued its qualities. Between 1850 and 1950, the popularity of the Mangalika grew enormously, as people raised it not only for its meat, but especially for its fat, which was used for cooking, cosmetics, candles, and even bombs, demonstrating the breed's versatility and value. However, the end of World War II was devastating for Hungary, and Mangalika breeding nearly disappeared entirely, reaching a crisis by the late 20th century. In the 1990s, there were only about 30 female Mangalikas capable of having offspring, which meant the breed was on the brink of extinction. However, this story has a happy ending, or a somewhat happy one, depending on how you look at it. A visionary entrepreneur saw an opportunity and began reviving the breed, bringing it back to life. Today, Hungary boasts over 25,000 Mangalikas, representing an impressive 120-fold increase from the population 30 years ago. The story of the sheep pig, with its glorious comeback, is indeed fascinating, but as with many stories involving pig farming, the fate of these animals is unfortunately still tied to human consumption. Although the end of the Mangalika is sad, its preservation as a breed is a great victory for biodiversity lovers and Hungarian gastronomic tradition. Number 15. The Large White Pig. The large white pig, also known as Yorkshire, is a breed of pig originating from the English county of Yorkshire. In addition to being called Yorkshire, it is also known as the large white English in countries such as Canada and the US. The breed can also be found under the name Large Yorkshire or Improved Large Yorkshire, and I would say that's quite a fitting name for such an imposing pig. This large white-coated pig is widely recognized in Great Britain, where it is considered the best breed for bacon production. In fact, the large white pig is the most common breed in Canada and has recently become become increasingly popular in the US, especially for producers seeking high-quality meat and efficient growth rates. Its meat, tender and juicy, is ideal for bacon production, which makes the large white pig a standout choice among pig breeders around the world. In addition to its economic importance, the large white pig is widely known for being one of the most productive breeds in the world, meaning they are extremely efficient in meat production. Another notable characteristic of this breed is its ability to be an excellent mother, making it highly sought after in breeding programs. Like many other domestic pigs, large white pigs are known for being highly fertile, getting along well with each other, and having a large number of piglets in each litter. This means that in no time you could have a big family of piglets, which makes breeding and increasing production easier. Therefore, if you're looking for a pig breed with high productivity and good maternal qualities, the large white pig is an excellent choice. Its popularity in Canada, the UK, and the US reflects its success as one of the most versatile and valuable breeds in the pork industry. Number 14. The Hampshire Pig. The Hampshire Pig breed is likely the oldest American pig breed still in existence today. In the past, it was known as the Old English breed, a name that reflected its origins before it was imported to the United States. According to the National Swine Registry, the Hampshire currently ranks 4th among the most registered pig breeds raised as livestock in the US, demonstrating its continued popularity and historical significance. It's also believed to be the oldest American pig breed still in active production. Due to its strong muscles, robust body structure, and naturally lean meat, many experts believe that the Hampshire descends from a lineage of original English pigs that lived in northern England and Scotland, where the cold climate and rugged terrain required strong, hardy animals. It is thought that these pigs were brought to the United States from the Hampshire region in England between the years 1827 and 1839, which explains the breed's current name. And when it comes to pigs, it seems humans really do their homework. After all, this information comes from centuries of carefully documented breeding and crossbreeding. Interestingly, despite its distinct appearance, some people misname the breed and call it hamster, which, let's be honest, sounds more like a small rodent than a muscular pig. But don't be fooled. The Hampshire Pig has upright ears, a predominantly black body, and a signature white belt that runs across its midsection and covers the front legs, creating a striking and unmistakable look. This distinctive coloration has made the breed easily recognizable at agricultural fairs and among breeders. Today, the Hampshire is widely used in crossbreeding programs due to its high-quality meat and efficient weight gain, making it valued by both commercial breeders and small-scale farmers. Its gentle temperament also makes it easy to handle, and its unique appearance continues to turn heads wherever it goes. A true star of the swine world. Number 13. Prain Pig. The Prain Pig breed comes from the Wallonia region in southern Belgium, where most people speak French. The breed's name comes from a small Belgian village called Prain, where these pigs were originally developed. It was in the 1950s that the Prain Pig began to catch the attention of breeders and quickly gained popularity, eventually being exported to several other countries looking to improve their local breeds with the unique traits of this muscular pig. The Prain is considered a medium-sized breed, but don't be fooled by its size. These pigs are true muscle machines. Their appearance is easily recognizable. They have white skin with distinct black spots, often surrounded by lighter pigmented rings that contain white hairs. These markings lead many to call them pied bald, meaning irregularly spotted, though technically that's not the correct term. What's undeniable is that they have a striking look. Their ears stand erect, which only adds to their quirky charm. They always seem alert, curious, and a little mischievous. The Prain is, in fact, the Arnold Schwarzenegger of pigs. The defined muscles are so prominent it looks like the animal just finished a weightlifting session. The musculature is dense and well-marked, almost as if it's rippling beneath the skin. However, despite the intimidating appearance, these pigs are extremely gentle and calm. It's that kind of delightful contrast, a muscular giant that just wants a head scratch and some tasty food. Speaking of meat, the Prain is known as the leanest pig among all lean pigs. Its meat has a very low fat content and is highly valued for its yield and quality. For this reason, the breed is often used in crossbreeding with fatter breeds to improve meat profiles. In the world of pig farming, the Prain has become synonymous with genetic excellence for those seeking a pig with great feed efficiency, strong musculature, and lean meat. And yes, the Prain has large, strong legs, essential for supporting all that muscle mass. And let's just say, it also has other well-developed parts, which don't go unnoticed by experienced breeders. The bigger the male, the better, as that tends to positively influence production and breeding. A true champion on the farm and also a surprisingly charming little pig. Number 12. MuleFoot Pig. The MuleFoot Pig is a rare breed of domesticated swine, primarily valued for its lean meat, which is sometimes consumed in specialty markets by those seeking heritage or gourmet pork. This peculiar breed has an uncertain origin, though it is widely believed to have come from Spain. Its curious name, MuleFoot, comes from the fact that its feet are not cloven like those of most pigs. Instead, they have a single, solid hoof, resembling that of a mule. This anatomical trait results from a simple genetic mutation, which means that pigs with this kind of hoof can occasionally appear in other breeds, although extremely rarely. However, the MuleFoot is the only breed in which this trait is consistently observed and stabilized, qualifying it as a distinct lineage with recognizable standards and practical agricultural value. Even Aristotle mentioned pigs with whole hooves in ancient texts, but it was only through the MuleFoot that this characteristic became hereditary and dependable across generations. Historians believe the Spanish introduced pigs with this mutation to the Gulf Coast during colonial times, which eventually gave rise to the MuleFoot breed we recognize today. These pigs adapted over time to regional conditions, giving the breed its resilience and unique traits. In the first half of the 20th century, the MuleFoot population began to dwindle. The rise of industrial pig farming and the preference for faster-growing, more productive breeds left the MuleFoot behind. A breeder named R.M. Holliday, based in Missouri, maintained the last known herd of purebred MuleFoots, but sadly that herd disappeared around 1964. In 1976, the official breed registry was closed, and with it, many pedigree and lineage records were lost, a major setback for conservation efforts and breed authentication. Physically, the MuleFoot pig is compact, about the size of a small dog, making it notably smaller than most commercial pig breeds. Most individuals are solid black, although occasional white spots may appear. Another rare but documented trait is the presence of wattles, fleshy appendages that dangle from either side of the neck, resembling ornamental flaps. Their ears typically lean forward, lending them a watchful and curious expression that many find endearing. The breed's uncommon appearance, paired with its rich yet overlooked history, has turned the MuleFoot into something of a living relic, a symbol of agricultural biodiversity on the brink. Today, there is a modest but growing movement to recover and preserve the MuleFoot breed. Small-scale farmers, rare breed enthusiasts, and advocates for sustainable agriculture have been working to revitalize its numbers and restore its place in heritage farming. These pigs are not just genetic curiosities. They may offer valuable traits for the future of low-input, pasture-based pig farming. In a world increasingly concerned with food sustainability, the MuleFoot's resilience, efficient size, and lean meat profile could earn it a second chance. After all, this unique pig deserves more than a footnote in agricultural history. It could help write the next chapter. Number 11. The Tamworth. The Tamworth, also known as Sandyback or simply Tam, is a breed of domestic pig that originated in the town of Tamworth, located in Staffordshire County, United Kingdom. Irish pigs were also used in the development of the breed, contributing to its hardiness. It is considered one of the oldest domestic pig breeds still in existence. However, like many traditional livestock breeds, the Tamworth does not adapt well to modern intensive farming methods. Its growth rate is slower, and it prefers outdoor spaces and natural feed, which makes it less viable in industrial production systems. The Rare Breeds Survival Trust classifies the Tamworth as an endangered breed in the United States and vulnerable in the United Kingdom. Currently, there are fewer than 300 registered breeding females, which is extremely concerning. Its red or orange coat stands out visually, and it is believed that this coloration harkens back to wild boars of Europe, from which the Tamworth may have directly descended. The breed still survives in countries such as the United Kingdom, Australia, the United States, New Zealand, and Canada, with these 5 countries accounting for almost the entire known global population of Tamworth pigs. One of the most remarkable qualities of the Tamworth is its incredible resistance to cold and extreme climates. This trait made it particularly popular in northern regions, such as Scotland and Canada, where winters are long, winds are strong, and temperatures can be brutally low. Between 1913 and the mid-20th century, the Tamworth represented about 10% of the pig population in Canada, highlighting its historical significance in local farming. In Australia, The breed's peak occurred during the same period, when the number of registered individuals reached 1,000. Today, the Tamworth is more highly valued by small-scale producers, rare breed breeders, and regenerative agriculture enthusiasts. In all the countries where it is still bred, the herds are so small that its long-term survival is at risk. Preservation and controlled breeding programs have been attempting to prevent its extinction, but the challenges are many. Even so, for those who seek a hardy, friendly pig, resistant to cold, and with a direct link to agricultural history, the Tamworth is a true genetic gem that deserves to be rescued and protected. Number 10. Piglet with a monkey's face. Now let's talk about the piglet that was born with the face of a monkey, which certainly challenges expectations of what a pig should look like. This peculiar case occurred in 2016 in the province of Guizhou, China, where a piglet with a completely unusual appearance was born, along with 14 other siblings. What makes it so peculiar is its facial features, which resemble a monkey more than a pig. Its eyes are positioned closer together than normal. Its nose is flat, and its mouth, with a distinctive shape, resembles that of a monkey rather than a pig. To make things stranger, the piglet's eyes are slightly different in size, further intensifying its odd appearance. Its tongue frequently sticks out of its mouth, adding an extra layer of peculiarity to its figure. This mutant piglet, unable to feed properly from its mother due to its unusual anatomy, was bottle-fed by its owner. The farmer, who also cultivates vegetables, did everything he could to ensure the piglet was well-nourished and developed as best as possible, providing high-quality milk and a lot of care. However, the surrounding community became intrigued by the situation and began speculating about the possible causes of this genetic anomaly. Some people in China attributed the piglet's monkey-like face to environmental pollution, while others pointed to the pig's diet, possibly genetically modified. Amidst the speculation, even more bizarre theories emerged. One of the most discussed was the possibility that the pig's mother had had an affair with a monkey from a nearby zoo, resulting in the hybrid that everyone was seeing. While this theory is undoubtedly fanciful and unlikely, people's imaginations know no bounds. If by any chance the piglet had developed a taste for bananas, perhaps this theory would gain more traction. In any case, the fact remains that this piglet became a viral phenomenon, attracting curious stares and raising questions. Number 9. Mutant piglet with 2 bodies and 1 head leaves scientists perplexed. In May 2022, a piglet born in São Miguel de Arcanjo, located in the state of Santa Catarina, Brazil, caused great perplexity among scientists due to its extremely unusual appearance. The piglet, which was born with 2 bodies and 1 head, was dead from the waist down at birth, adding even more mystery to its condition. This rare phenomenon, resembling a pair of bodies joined together but with only 1 visible head, was one of the most intriguing cases for specialists. The piglet, with its 2 front and hind legs, was unable to survive, but the discovery led many to question the origin and causes of such an anomaly. What initially appeared to be a second head forming on the pig's back was later identified after scientific investigations as 2 female pigs joined at the head and chest. The 2 parts shared a single heart but, curiously, had separate organs below the midsection of the body, such as kidneys and bladders. This type of rare deformity is known as gemination, a phenomenon that occurs when 2 embryos begin to develop together. Research revealed that, despite being physically joined, the 2 parts of the mutant piglet operated independently in many ways, although they shared vital systems. Scientists from the Center for Fauna Studies at the University of Santa Catarina, who conducted the animal's examinations, continue investigating the causes of this event. While an initial explanation suggested that genetic defects, possibly caused by microorganisms or the environment, could be responsible, a more likely theory raises the possibility that inbreeding or mating between close relatives was the determining factor for the mutation. Inbreeding is known to increase the likelihood of genetic defects and deformities in offspring, which could explain the abnormal formation of this piglet. The case has led to reflection on the implications of genetics and animal reproduction, raising questions about the health and risks of breeding practices in small groups of animals. Number 8. A mutant pig born with human characteristics and a penis on its forehead. Ready for something weird? Here's the crazy mutant pig with a human face, a big tongue, and a penis on its forehead, and someone in China filmed it. It's unclear where the video came from, but people on Chinese social media are confused. To to say the least. When the little pig is lifted in front of the camera, you can see it yawning and gasping for air. People online have made assumptions about what might have caused the animal's strange form. Some believe the pig's unusual appearance was caused by pollution in the environment. No one knows where the disturbing video came from or whether the piglet survived or not. And this isn't the first time a pig has been born with an unusually abnormal face. From South America to China, new mutant pigs are being found all the time due to the amount of inbreeding and the fact that billions of pigs are born in the US every year. These mutations are happening more and more as humans meddle a little too much with nature. Number 7. Hybrid pig with a mutant human face, newborn in South America. In 2020, a video of a Venezuelan man holding a newborn mutant piglet went viral on social media, making the quarantine piglet as famous as those dancing nurses and practically everyone from Netflix. People say the piglet was born with hair on its face and a body that didn't seem to belong there, but no one knows why the pig was born with this birth defect. The piglet was born in Venezuela, in the Quebrada Arriba neighborhood, in the Torres municipality, in the state of Lara. Residents and farmers in the area were shocked when they saw a mutant pig with a human face. The news reported that locals claimed the piglet had human eyes and hair when it was born, which must have been a rather frightening sight to witness. There is absolutely no way I can hear this story without thinking of the Briss episode of Seinfeld, where Kramer sees the pigman, the baby pigman. The government has been experimenting with pigments since the 1950s. Number 6. Rare piglet leaves residents stunned after being born with 2 heads, 2 snouts, and 3 eyes. In 2019, in the Philippines, another rare piglet was born with 2 heads, 2 snouts, and 3 eyes. This video, filmed in the village of Calian, shows the strange animal being held by its owner. The unusual piglet, named Mara Clara, was kept and cared for in a separate pen for its own safety. In the video, Mara Clara's owner holds the piglet in front of the camera. The locals and the animal move in her arms. She then places the piglet next to its mother, who is in another pen, and it can be seen nursing just like any other hungry piglet. Despite its unusual appearance, the piglet has 2 functioning snouts, allowing it to latch onto the mother's teats simultaneously. When the piglet was born, they were shocked by its appearance, but now they are just happy that it is healthy. She said, "I think the piglet is lucky. It's so rare. It's amazing that it survived and is healthy. It has so much energy, just like its brothers and sisters. I will take care of it and give it special treatment. Many people thought it wouldn't survive, but it is strong and proved them all wrong. It's great to know this lucky piglet has such a caring owner." Number 5. A deformed piglet. Born without its hind legs, it became a local celebrity in the Sichuan province of China. Meet Zhujiangchang, the famous Chinese pig with 2 legs, from the Henan province of China. In 2010, a pig was born with only its 2 front legs and became an unlikely celebrity. The 10-month-old animal was named Zhujiangchang by the locals, which means strong-willed pig. A few days after Zhu was born, Wang picked up the female piglet by its tail and taught it to walk. He said, "My wife asked me to throw it away, but I refused because it's a life. I thought I should give it a chance, and unexpectedly, it survived and stayed healthy." After Wang's 50-kilo piglet was born, many fascinated visitors began to appear at his home. Even though a circus offered a high price for the pig, he refused to sell. "She proved to us that no matter what shape life takes, it should continue to live," he said. "I won't sell her, no matter how much they offer." In fact, many Chinese people love animals, as shown by the large number of well-loved pet dogs in China. While some people are foolish and insensitive, doing bad things to animals around the world, the average person cares deeply. Number 4. Taiwan pig weighing 961 kilos wins fattest pig contest. Now let's go back to the 90s, when a 961-kilo pig won the fattest pig contest in Taiwan. It was the largest pig on the island in 200 years. The monster pig was raised by farmer Chen Chang-sung in his village, but after a ceremony, Chen's family and friends killed the 1.5-year-old pig to eat it. Quite brutal, right? It took nearly 20 men to carry the massive pig to a truck, so it could be taken from Chen Chang-sung's village to a temple, where it would be blessed. Raising pigs in rural Taiwan is a popular pastime, and Chang's was one of the biggest people had ever seen. It ate leftovers for 18 months and got so fat it could no longer walk. It took baths, listened to some relaxing music, and then went to sleep. This pig was enormous, but that didn't save its meat. After a proper ceremony at the temple, the animal was slaughtered, and Chen's family and friends ate everything. Apparently, it was really delicious. Number 3. Pigzilla, world record. An unprecedented wild boar, the monster pig, was the subject of a controversial news story in 2007. The story began as a report about an 11-year-old boy who shot an enormous wild boar. A hunter named Jamie Stone, who was 11 at the time, claimed to have killed the massive boar. The shot took place at a commercial hunting reserve called Lost Creek Plantation, near Anniston, Alabama. The hunter said the boar was nearly 2.8 meters long, which is truly enormous for a wild boar. However, when inconsistencies in the story began to emerge, news organizations like NBC stopped covering the case, as they suspected it was a hoax. Soon, people realized that the photos of the boar shown in the news appeared to be staged and edited to make it look larger. It was later revealed that the enormous wild boar was actually a large farm pig named Fred, which the owner of the hunting reserve had bought just 4 days before the hunt, in what seemed like a publicity stunt. Animal cruelty accusations led to an investigation by a grand jury in 2008, which was later cancelled. So, while it was a silly prank, it was still a really big pig. Number 2. Micro pigs. From macro pigs to micro pigs. In recent years, the number of people buying miniature pigs has skyrocketed. But do micro pigs really exist? Micro pig is a term for any smaller pig breed, but they are also known as teacup pigs or pocket pigs. They are not a single breed, but rather a mix of different breeds that have been bred to be small. There's no doubt that they are cute. Pigs are, of course, intelligent, curious, and loving creatures. Some of the pig breeds sold as miniature pigs include the Kunikune, the Juliana, and the pot-bellied pig. But even the smaller pig breeds won't stay small for long. The American Miniature Pig Association states that a standard miniature pig can be between 35 and 50 centimeters tall and weigh between 50 and 150 pounds when fully grown. That's as tall as a border collie and can weigh as much as a Saint Bernard. A miniature pig is a pig breed that weighs less than 350 pounds. So as you can see, it can still be a fairly large animal depending on the breed. Pigs can become sexually mature as early as 3 or 4 months of age. If you buy a male and female at the same time, you need to neuter the male. Otherwise, you could have up to 14 piglets per litter. At first, 14 piglets might seem like too much cuteness, but soon you'll realize that living in a house with over a dozen pigs will be quite a challenge. Number 1. Farm pig breeds from Cambodia, Hulk-style mutant pigs. I know you want one more giant pig before we finish for today, right? Well, how about these monsters? Photos of pigs raised on a farm in Cambodia, which are extremely muscular, have been circulating online, sparking a debate about genetically modified animals. These pigs, which resemble the Hulk, are raised by Durac, Cambodia, a pig farm in the Bantai Menchi province. The company's Facebook page is full of photos and videos of these strangely muscular animals, which seem to have been bred through extensive genetic manipulation. Some people have claimed that the breeder tampered with the pigs' hormones and fed them steroids to make them look like monsters from a nightmare. However, since Durac, Cambodia sells insemination kits for people who want to breed their own pigs, it's more likely that these animals were genetically altered. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked our content, please subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting content that is appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time.